I'm in the middle of a beef with Bleacher Report Gridiron.
Really?
Right.
Yep.
That's right.
Might as well make it official.
What they do?
Go ahead and announce it. Well, they've done things in the past because we have relied upon them, in the past, because they were gathering a lot of information and rumors and news. It was very nice, especially because Bleacher Report has a massive network. So, like, whenever they get into the football thing, it's like, cool, okay, they have connections, they have people working in there. They were a great asset to our daily life, and we always gave a lot of credit, I think, to Bleacher Report Gridiron. We're always very thankful for everything they've done. Now, they got some things wrong. They let us into a couple fires. They misquoted me on a couple posts to put me into a war with Juju, for instance. So they've set me up for battle in the past with bullshit before, but I still continue to follow along and appreciate because the amount of good far outweighed the bad out of Bleacher Report Gridiron. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense.
Then yesterday, everybody on Instagram, I think everybody was told, hey, you got to do these polls things because then you'll get your account boosted by the algorithm that is run by Zuckerberg that none of us fully fucking understand.
Not at all.
So they had a bunch of them. Boom, 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 boom. And they had one that was of when Antonio Brown kicked Spencer Lanning in the face during a return. Yep. Spencer Lanning was trying to square him up. Antonio Brown jumped up, right to his face, and then stepped on him, continued to run over top of him, and scored a touchdown.
Yes.
So they said, would you rather have that happen to you, or would you just get out of the way? And they were talking about when Antonio Brown shook the shit out of me in front of 50 of my family members in Pittsburgh. Okay?
Come on.
So posting me getting shook by Antonio Brown, completely okay with that. That's going to happen whenever you're in a position that I am in, especially with somebody like Antonio Brown, who Bruce Arians says, by the way, is looking as fast as he was 4 to 5 years ago. Antonio Brown has a lot of people in his day, and I'm one of them. I am on the long list of people.
Badge of honor.
53 in a third wide field. Okay, Antonio Brown in the fourth quarter in a game, they're up 17 or 20. Why is he returning kicks? Oh, strictly because Danny Smith wants to say fuck you to me in the middle of a game. He's their special teams coordinator for the Steelers, basically. So he shakes me. It was not a great punt. It was a terrible attempt at a tackle, got shook, whatever the case is, in front of my family in the same stadium. That Troy Polamalu fucking ruined my night earlier.
God damn it.
Okay? Bad night for me. Not a big deal you post that. But saying get out of the way, now you're taking a shot at me as a human. Okay? Now you're taking get out of the way. I ain't never get out of the way of anything. Almost to my detriment, by the way. I almost broke my entire fucking sternum on a guy whenever I was told not to do it. Get out of the way. I have more solo tackles than Emmanuel Acho has in the NFL. I take a lot of pride and, yeah.
Really?
Yes. I had to look it up, actually, because I actually went to look up how many tackles I had. Because when I saw this, I had to remind myself, like, I ain't never get out of the fucking way for anybody.
Wait a minute.
What are we even talking about? So now I have like 24 tackles, 21 solos, just did some other research of people on TV, started looking into it, and I was interested, not just Acho. And by the way, I love Acho. This is me just telling people, like, hey, I never got out of the way of fucking anything. And I think that is why a lot of my teammates had respect for me. I never really understood why punters and kickers would try not to make a tackle if they had to, because not only are you screwing over your team because of loss of field position, but also you're fucking over your numbers too. Like everything that you were trying to accomplish is getting ruined there too. I happen to be 6'1", 235, and I can move a little bit. So I was much larger than a lot of the returners that I was hitting, except for Josh Cribbs, who I took down to the ground in open field, ran my face right into him, actually, because I'm from Pittsburgh and I'm an idiot. So I took massive disrespect from that post from them, and I'll hate them forever. I have to.
And you should.
Yeah. It's bullshit.
Look, get out of the way. Yo, I clearly just got shook, okay? So if you're going to mock me for getting shook, cool. Get shook. Like, that could be an answer. But getting out of the way, now you're questioning, like, everything that I really stand
Oh, this guy didn't want the smoke.
Yeah, exactly. I did, by the way. Always will, always have. Hey, I want to. I'm flying in there. Probably going to get got. More often than not, going to make the play. I mean, that's just something that happened. Was a big part. So me and Bleacher Report had quite a little run-in yesterday. We are officially knuckle deep in beef right now.
Completely out on BR Gridiron. And it's almost making, like, AB seem like a slouch. Like, is there anyone, aside maybe from Tyreek Hill, who's, like, better at punt returns than that fucking guy? Devin Hester, sure, but, like, come on. Give me a break.
That game, all right, not just pile on this situation. And people know I am very petty. Okay, I am a very petty person. That is, let's just go on for it. If you're on my team, I will ride till the wheels fall off for you. If I think you don't like me, though, or going the other way, cool. I don't like you either. By the way, till the wheels fall off. Like that is how I go. That was a setup to make me look bad and question everything in there. But Antonio Brown, when I jog out to do that punt, we're down. I think we were down 17 at the time in the fourth quarter of a game that we were nowhere near coming back into.
Right.
I thought we were at a point where, hey, there is no more punting in this game. So I had my shoes untied on the sideline. I'm going out there only to hold. And if we have to hit a kickoff, it didn't look like we were moving. It was like 2nd down and long. And then it got into 3rd down and long. And I'm like, all right, we're done. I was actually undoing everything. Like, hey, this is over now. They're going to go for it. And if they don't get it, this thing's over. And then all of a sudden we get a 4th and like 20 something. And Chuck's like, we got to punt. And I'm like, God damn, we got to punt. So I'm jogging out there. And it's, I just assume now we're looking at a preseason roster is what I'm thinking. Like, hey, they're not going to send anybody out there. They don't want to get hurt. And the announcer, into return, Antonio Brown or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I just had my shoes almost untied. Okay, this game's over. Had my life ruined earlier. And I look over at Danny, he's chewing his gum just like fucking excited about it. I'm like, our team is about tapped out. By the way, the coverage teams are, I don't think everybody's going to give it 100% at this particular point. This game is over. And I hit a bad ball to boot. So it brought up a bad memory. But then questioning my character, I think.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. Did you think in that moment when you were going out there like, fuck it, I might just yell fire and huck one as far as I can?
No, yeah.
Try to pick up first down.
I mean, could you imagine if I go, hey, run
a post.
Or if I just pick it up and start running it?
Yeah.
Then, I mean, with the way that night was going, I start running, I'm probably getting decapitated. I'm probably
shoes untied.
Absolutely. But by the way, I would run into it.
That's right.
Kind of took a shot at all of Pittsburgh, I think. Bleacher Report, Gridiron almost. Saying, get out of the way. Like, there is no way a human from Pittsburgh is going to get out of the way in Pittsburgh, in the middle of Heinz Field, while having to do something that involves some physical contact, because your entire family and friends are literally watching like,
Can't handle it.
That's not our guy.
Not to mention your dad taped you to a goddamn fence and threw soccer balls at you. Like, are you shitting me? Come on.
Yeah. True. I didn't like that. So I would like to know. I never said. I've never in my life said that I would want to get into like an actual boxing match or a fight. Like one of those big fights.
Yeah, sure.
Whoever runs that Bleacher Report Gridiron account, though, I'd like to fight him.
Celebrity boxing.
Here we go.
MMA or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, MMA. I think I would like to.
Let's set it up.
Now,
Gauntlet's been thrown.
that's a little bit much. That was how I felt at the time, by the way.
Sure.
Who is this? I'd like to slap whoever this is. Whoever trying to make fun of kickers to begin with. Okay, and punters. All right, so.
Well, and I'm sure you took a lot of ricochet shots on there just by it being posted, obviously.
All good.
And you can't avoid that. You can't either. Like, you're seeing that no matter what.
And by the way, listen. All good if you're putting me getting fucking shook by Antonio Brown, which is exactly what happened. It wasn't a great day for me. All right, it was bad. Went back to the film, tried to work on some stuff to be better the next time. It's the get out of the way thing. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
You can fuck right off. All right, we're done with it. We'll be on the road recovery, by the way. We'll probably make it right.
You got it off your chest. You needed to.
Yeah, here we are now. I don't want to actually fight anybody now, though. Unless I see the person that ran that account and they were like, I didn't want to take down somebody, forced me to. It's like, all right, come here, you little fuck. Like that's. And I'm a punter, by the way. Don't like talking about that. Bottom of the barrel when it comes to tough people in the NFL or whatever. But have a little respect, okay? I got at least 3 concussions because I had the worst tackling form of all time. I just threw my face literally into people. I mean, let's have a little bit of respect for something around here.
I mean, if you see the guy, you give him a little smack in the mouth. He's side-eyeing you a little bit,
Hey, I know you.
Hey, what's going on? Nice to meet you guys. Oh, okay, nice to meet you. What do you do? Oh, I run the social. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Gotcha.